We're going to be introducing our dogs to place today. This is going to be our first movement command that is a push away from us. We are going to send our dogs to their cot or dog bed. They have to maintain 4 feet on it until we break and release them. If your dog hasn't seen a cot or a dog bed before, we're going to show you the basic introduction steps to introduce your dog to that item. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to walk over it. So we're just going to keep a short leash, pass over the dog bed, get them stepping up on it, and then stepping right back off. After that, we're going to start using our body to manipulate them. So I'm going to send them up onto the dog bed and stop them with a little bit of step-in body pressure. And then eventually we're going to send them over to the dog bed with our remotes. The beginning taps are going to be as your dog is committed to stepping up onto the cot. The first couple passes I'm not going to tap because I'm going to get my dog used to the bed. And then after that, I will send. In the beginning, the first couple passes are just going to be getting the dog used to the item, and then eventually I will tap as they step up onto the item, and then eventually I'll tap and pair that with my place command. Louie has already seen a bed before, so this shouldn't be anything new to her. So I'm going to keep her on a nice short leash, and we're just going to, I have my cot flipped upside down in case this was a dog that had never seen a cot before. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to help walk her over the dog bed, good girl, and pay her on the other side. Same thing, take my dog bed, short leash, walk her over the top of it. Get her used to the material, the feel of it on her feet. Once she's comfortable with that, I'm going to take my bed, I'm going to turn it right side up. We're going to do the same kind of an exercise. So I'm going to take my leash, short leash, walk my dog up, right back off the dog bed. Good girl. Pay her for it. Same thing again, short leash, walk my dog up, walk my dog right back over. Good. Now I'm going to start introducing the collar with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap as my dog steps up onto the bed and is committed. So we are going to tap and walk off. Good girl. Pay. Same thing. Tap, walk off. Good job. Now we're going to be doing the stop motion exercise. Take as long as you need on each of these steps. Don't rush it. You can go as fast as your dog will allow, but as slow as they need you to. If they get stuck on a step, keep working on it and building their confidence before you move on to the next one. So we're going to walk up, tap, and then I'm going to use my body, and I'm going to block her with my body and get her stopped on that dog bed. Good. Pay her for it. And then release. Let's go. You can do let's go. I'm using let's go because I want to keep her engaged in this session. I don't want her to go into break, which is at liberty, where she's free to do whatever she wants. I'm just done with that rep and we're going to do another one. So we're going to walk up onto the bed, tap, stop her with my body, cut her off just a little bit. Make sure that she stops on that cot. Pay her for it. Good. Let's go. Once I've got her stop motioning on, I'm going to stop short of the bed and I'm going to work on sending her up. So I'm going to go place, tap, good. She already knows this a little bit, so she already is like, would you like a down, Miss Lindsay? Good, let's go. So same thing again, same motion in terms of approaching, so we're going to walk up, tap, good, good place, baby, good job. Let's go. So now I'm going to start stopping even shorter. Louie, place. Let's go, place. Good. That's it. Good girl. Break. Good. Louie, place. Good. You're a smart girl. If you want to pay it down, that's great. I love a down on a place cot. That's fantastic. Good. Break. And I'm going to start walking further and further away. So Louie, place. Place. Girl. Let's go. Good. Let's go, Louie. Place. So I'm going to tap, tap, tap with Louie until she gets her feet up onto the bed. I'm going to pay her for it and then release her. Let's go. All right, Louie. Place. I'm going to guide with my leash if I have to. Ideally, stopping to help with the leash once she's starting to get fluid with the behavior. Let's go. Eventually I want to work on sends, so I'm going to Louie Place. Come on, let's go. Louie, Louie, let's go. Place. Good. Good girl. Let's go. Good. Louie, place. Good. Very nice. Good job. Let's go. Louie, place. Good. Eventually what I want to start doing with Louie is I want to send her up to the bed without having to physically walk her all the way over. In the very beginning, I will escort my dog all the way over to the bed and help them lay down. As we get better at it, I want to stand a little bit further away, but in the beginning I will escort her all the way up. So Louie and I are going to work on sending her at a slight distance onto the dog bed. Let's go. So I'm going to start out over here. I'm going to point and say Louie Place and tap tap till her feet get on the bed. Good girl. Now Louie is obviously laying down because she's done this a little bit before, but your dog can sit, stand, or lay down. The position on the bed doesn't matter so long as all 4 feet are on it. Let's go. Good girl. Louie, place. Tap, tap, up onto the bed. Pay her. Good girl. Let's go. Good. Louie, place. Good. Nice. There are 3 main things to focus on with your dog on place. Number 1, distance. How far away from the bed can I send her? How far away from the bed can I walk and my dog will stay on the bed? Next is duration. How long will my dog hold this bed stay? In the very beginning, it's probably going to be pretty short, and I would give your dog very frequent breaks. So up on the bed, 15 seconds, off the bed. Up on the bed, 30 seconds, off the bed. A lot of that duration on the bed, even what you're seeing from Louie right now, takes time. You're going to have to work on it. We don't run marathons the first day we pick up running as a hobby. So we're going to do it in small pieces, small increments at a time, giving your dog the break that they need. So we have distance, duration, last one's distraction. How well can your dog hold this? Can they do it inside? Can they do it outside? Can they do it with dogs walking by? Can they do it with cars going by outside? Making sure that your dog can do it in any scenario is really where you got to put in a lot of work with some of these behaviors, is making sure that it works all the time, regardless of what's going on around you. Good girl, Lou. So as you're working on these things, the first one I like to start off with is a little bit of movement. So I'm going to just walk around the cot just a hair, make sure the Louie is staying there and maintaining a really good cot stay, frequently paying her for it. Good girl. Now right there, I fixed it on accident with my body language. So right there, Louie tried to get up. She tried to come off the bed. If she steps her feet off of the bed, I'm going to tap, 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 send her back up, and then release on my remote as soon as she's gotten back up onto the bed. Good girl. The only thing that releases her off of the bed is break. I want to be able to move anywhere around the bed. Again, if you're noticing super frequent breaks out of your dog, I would really encourage you to take a step back and see what you're pushing maybe a little bit too hard. There are a lot of behaviors where we can get pretty greedy with this, and you're asking your dog maybe to stay too long, maybe it's too high of a distraction. I follow a rule of 3. So if your dog breaks off the bed 3 times in a row, we're playing baseball rules. It's probably a little bit too difficult. Let's tone it down just a little bit and help your dog try and figure out what you're asking of them. Good girl, Lou. And then when I'm ready to release, break. Good job. Way to go, man. You're so smart. You're so smart. Louie, place. Good. Good. I also like a rapid fire game where I send my dog, Louie, break. Good job. Ready? Place. Louie's ready for a bit of a challenge, so I let her kind of work through that a little bit. You saw maybe a hair of confusion there. She wasn't exactly sure what I was asking. Break! Good girl. Ready, Louie? Ready? Let's go. Place. Yes! Good job, baby. That looks like distraction to me. Do you see her staring over there at that dog? That is a dog that's distracted, not confused, because she's locked onto something, and it's not looking at me. So a distraction dog, she's doing the command, so I'm not going to tap, but a distraction dog, I would change my remote settings. The repetition before that looked like a little bit of confusion to me. I had upped the energy level, and so she's like, I'm excited and a little unsure of what we're doing, but I'm here. Break. Louie, break. Good girl. Now, if I broke her and released her off the bed and she wasn't coming, I would grab my leash and guide her off of the bed with my leash. Louie, let's go, please. Good. Oh, so smart. Good. Louie, break. Good job. Very nice. Louie, place. Good. So smart. That's a good girl. Louie, break. Good job. Good job. Nice job, baby.